Hey Paula, this is Brian from Lead Hounds, and in this video, I'm going to show you three things that you can start doing to bring in more patients through your website. So before we get into those three strategies, I want to talk about the goal that we're trying to achieve with them. And that's going to center around what's called buyer intent keywords. And that is basically a word or a phrase that someone's going to search for on Google when they want to pay for a service. So in the case of BellaMedica, that might be something like Botox Bellevue. So I know you guys are in Kirkland, Washington, but Bellevue's a little bigger. So I'm going to use this as an example, but we could talk about this with keywords for Kirkland as well. But anyway, here we go. I searched Botox Bellevue on Google, and we'll take a look at what comes up. So we have a paid ad right there, and then the maps, and then this is going to be the most important part of the search results, which is the organic listings. And those are basically the websites that show up on Google without having to pay Google like you would for the ads. And these are the most important because the vast majority of people click these links when they search for keywords like this as opposed to the ads. So right up at the top here, we're seeing some of your competitors in the greater Seattle area. We have James Ridgway, Nassify Plastic Surgery, but we haven't seen BellaMedica yet. So we'll keep scrolling down for a little bit and see if we can find you guys. So that's the end of the first page, and we haven't seen you, so we'll keep going a little further just to make sure. And we haven't seen, so we're 2 pages in, we don't see BellaMedica anywhere. So what that means is that all the people searching for Botox Bellevue are going to be clicking on your competitors' websites instead of yours and scheduling appointments with them. So then you might ask, well, who even cares about this? Like, how many people really search this? It can't be that many. And we can actually take a look at that. This is a tool called Ahrefs that gives me search engine data. Right here we see that keyword, Botox Bellevue, and we see that it gets 350 searches every single month. And then we have Bellevue Botox, right? Another 250. Then we have some smaller ones here, but so there's hundreds of people just searching for this one service. And like I said, we could get a similar list for Kirkland, and there's going to be even more in Seattle. And then we could do this for any of the services you offer. So let's take a look at the keywords you do show up for. So I went ahead and searched BellaMedica.com on Ahrefs, and we'll take a look at your keywords. Okay, so right here we see you show up for BellaMedica, that's good, but there's not going to be any new patients searching for this, right? If they're looking for this, they already know about you. It's probably a repeat. So we have some more medical spa, Kirkland, but you're on the second page, right? And as we go down, we're seeing that you're on the third page or later for all of these. So, the truth is that nobody's really going past the first page to find a business that they want to work with. So we want to have you in those top 10 positions for these keywords. So let's take a look and see how your competitor is doing. So this is drjamesridgway.com, a plastic surgeon in the area, and we'll take a look at his keywords. Okay, so right there we see Botox Bellevue, and he's in the number 3 spot. So right up near the top, Bellevue Botox, that other one, number 3 spot. I know you guys don't do plastic surgery, but he's got all these other services that he's showing up at the top of the results for too, facelift, eyelid surgery, lip injections. That's probably another one you guys offer. He's on the first page. So he's getting all of the patient traffic for all of these keywords because he's so high up, and he's going to be the first thing people see when they search for this stuff. So how can you compete with Dr. James Ridgway? That comes back to those 3 strategies that I mentioned at the start of the video. And the first of those is going to be the content on your website. So when I'm talking about content, I mean literally the words written on your site. And what Google wants to see is about 1,500 to 2,000 words of content written on your website and describing your services using those keywords. So we can take a look at your injectables page and see what you have there. Okay, so we'll just scroll down through your content a little bit, and you actually have, a good amount to start. We'll just get to the bottom. Yeah, I'd say you probably have like 400 words on here, maybe 500, which is a great start. But let's take a look at Ridgeway. Okay, so here's their aesthetic center, Botox. All right, and we'll take a look at their content, and you can pretty quickly see that, they have like long format content on here, right? Like, look at all this. And we can keep going, and you see that they probably have at least 1,000 words on here. And what they're doing is, they're using those keywords that you want to target, Botox Bellevue, right? So that's one of the main reasons that they're beating you out for all of these really valuable keywords. Okay, so that's the first strategy. Now I want to move on to the second, which is called backlinking. And so a backlink is when another website posts a link that goes to your website. And what that does is it tells Google that you're a credible business, because when they see another company linking to your site, that means they're sending their own users to your website. And that builds trust with Google. And they're going to reward you for that trust by moving you up in their search rankings. Okay, so we see that you have 16 backlinks. So that's a good start. But let's look at Dr. James Ridgeway. And we see here that he has 96 backlinks. So that's a lot more than you have. And that's going to be another big reason that he is winning with all these keywords. So what we can do about that is we can go in and look at all of his backlinks, right? And we can go to each and every one of these websites and get you a link from that site. And what that's going to do is it's going to match the strategy that he's been using to have so much success with all these keywords. But we don't want to stop there. Once we've done that, we want to go ahead and add another 100 backlinks. So we're not just matching their strategy, but we're blowing them out of the water. Okay, so that's backlinks. One more thing I want to talk about is called the Google Maps section. And this is the part of the search results where you have this little map and the 3 featured businesses. I'm sure you've seen this a million times. But this is going to be the second most important part of the search results after these organic listings. And these 3 businesses are going to still get a ton of clicks. So the third strategy is going to be to promote your Google Maps listing alongside your website so you can get in these top 3 and get those extra clicks. All right, Paula, thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope it was valuable to you. If it was, just give me a call or shoot me an email after you're done watching this video, and we can talk about the next steps. All right, thanks. Bye.